I think maybe people know about it, but the butcher means that he's really a killer. Of course, we know about the massacre, excuse me for the French, about the disaster happened by the Ottoman Empire in Armenia, how much they killed. But nobody knows that they killed more in Syria, Palestine, and Lebanon through Gamal Pasha the butcher. You see, this is the movement of Australia to Sinai, helping the all allies, helping to save lives of this country. But the more believes in our blood as Egyptian, we want to save our friends because it's this is the human right. We don't, it's the difference, we don't read it. We don't know it by books. We know it by something called, if I talk to medically, we have memory cells inside our body. Everybody has a memory cells. The memory cells of Egyptian, we have all. It's defending and helping other. We never go for fight, just for fight. We still keep collecting people from through the Nile. Through the Nile from Upper Egypt, 900 kilometers in the south, going up to Alexandria, Cairo, Sinai, to help these poor people killed every day, thousands and thousands and thousands. This was the only belief. If we talk about why you went there, because we have friends, we have relatives, we have wonderful relation between the Syria and Lebanon. It was a great war, yes. A hell of a people, lot of people died, lost their life. But in every step, there was Commonwealth cemetery. You will find an ANZAC soldier, an Egyptian soldier. All the way through Jaffa, this is the cities of Palestine, Ramallah, then Beirut, then you go to Damascus, Iraq, this is Iraq. In Iraq, they use the Egyptian army or the Egyptian labor corps to work as police to keep the internal part of this country, because it's very well known, or not very well known, but it's just a scare of stepping in the back from inside. So they have to protect the internal of the country by the Egyptian army, because there is the ANZAC and the Indian army is enough to fight on the outside market. As you see, you have seen the other guy. This is the police officer, which is the Egyptian Labor Corps. We are all smiling. It's a trademark of Egypt. We smile all the time. We love smiling, we are happy, even with the most difficult. We make jokes on our sufferings. This is our life. We love jokes. We make it in a way so we make you happy at the end. So we are really sharing, looking for happiness. And of course, I'm not going to tell you about, because in an area called Hijaz, like Saudi Arabia now, by the way, this is all hospitals of the ANZAC in Egypt. As you see, in Tanta, in the middle, in Cairo, of course in Cairo, in Spalea, in Port Said, in Alexandria. Alexandria is my city. Alexandria was the hospital of the war. It was the most important hospital of the war in the Mediterranean area, because they go to Gallipoli through boats, and then the casualties back to Alexandria. Treatment in Alexandria. My school was hospital. Some are schools, and there is another school called Victoria College. There's everything, hotels, palaces, everywhere in Alexandria. Even all over the beach. It's like a hospital everywhere. Does this affect the people? Of course. The population of Egypt has been affected so much. They have to move even a big place of Alexandria called Abu Qir. They moved all the people from there because it's going to be the airport of the Allies. in all Abu Qir area. So look at the suffering. Armies are fighting. But what happened to the Egyptian people? The Egyptian people has been attacked, like in France, like in England, has been attacked by the airplane of Germans. And if you really see or read through the newspaper written at that time, because I was collecting the whole newspaper written 1914, 15, 16, 17. And they were explaining the attack happened this morning on Port Said, in one of the school and one of the cafe. And he said, he's a British guy, he said the scene was really a disaster, that even your heart can be breaking for the blood shed in the street of the children and women, because there's no men left. Look at that. Egyptian carrying hospitals in Sinai. Hands. Can you really imagine that big hospitals that size being carried by Egyptians, hundreds and hundreds of them, to carry and moving with it through the desert? That's the miracle. That's the idea I want to pass to the people. We were there with you. We were there. We lost more than 600,000 persons. The father of my grandfather was one of the generals taking care or fighting in Darfur, and he lost his life. Does this man deserve that his flag is being put through the commemoration day? Does 600,000 persons deserve the flag to be raised up, the flag of Egypt, as a respect, or to say thank you for what you have done to the world? This was the war for civilization, and this was the enemy against civilization. I'm not going to talking about it's not nowadays, because maybe nowadays they changed their mind. Nowadays they become good people. But at that time there were people attacking, using religion and attacking and killing. This is Gamal Pasha the butcher. I'm sorry for maybe we show you something I don't want to show, but it's just a proof how many people they killed. These are in Syria every day, thousands of them in Lebanon, and they are happy. They're taking photographs beside what they are killing with their hands. I'm sorry to show you this, but it's just to give a proof. This to tell that 15,000 men of Egyptian army went to Darfur because Darfur were attacking the south of Egypt. And to tell you something, the King of England, George V, he sent a letter, a thanks letter to the Egyptian army. He said it like that in the telegram. Thanks to the Egyptian army for all sacrifice. And it was a very tough land of Darfur, no water, difficult sand. And even with this, they managed to occupy Darfur and put Darfur and Sudan in as one country. We have a letter, approval. This is Baghdad again, but they were everywhere. But also, we have to protect. The Egyptian army has to go to Hijaz, because it's written in the memorandum of the British colonel, Lawrence the Arabia. He said, I found in the valley of Safra a big camp for the Egyptian army. They were there to train the Bedouin how to fight. Not only this, but they were using their guns, mountain guns they call it, surrounding the Kaaba. This is the holy land of to protect. So we are there to protect even the religion part.